Loving the dad bod. Nah, you know why you was loving the dad bod? Cause I look like somebody you could get over on. Cause I was getting over on myself. But when you see somebody that's disciplined and they eating in the way of their life, it's very intimidating to a person that's not disciplined. So you can't play with me because I'm not gonna play with myself, and not play with me for us in a negative way. But I ain't really letting too much slide because I'm not letting nothing slide with myself.
Why do girls like dad bods? Basically, Kevin Gates put it beautifully, right? Now we know who Kevin Gates is, and we all have our reserves about him. I personally think he's cool. You dig what I'm saying? He has his little moments where it makes me kind of scratch my head, but that's just who he is, right? But the message that he said was on point, right? Pretty much some shit that I've said and other people said about why women like dad bods, and I'm gonna get right into it. First of all, this is Tarik Talks. I am Tarik. You guys could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with me, and I appreciate it. So, Kevin Gates, if you don't know who that is, I think everybody knows who he is, but he's a rapper, right? He used to be out of shape, okay? He used to not be so healthy looking, right? He was real chubby, you feel me? Just out of shape, just an out of shape guy, chubby, man boobs, all that good stuff. Shortly after he got out of jail, he started taking more care of himself. He started working out, started getting more into fitness, right? Started getting more into health and his spirituality and whatnot. He's Muslim, you feel me? I believe he still is till now, right? And he just got better. He just worked on himself. He looks great now. You feel what I'm saying? He works out and he got his body in order. See, even superstars is doing this. I live in Houston, guys. I'm from Houston. I've even seen Slim Thug running around the park a couple of times. He's on his health kick, right? So it's not just us normal folk, it's celebrities. And what Kevin Gates said in the beginning was, look, the reason why a female would like a dad bod is because she feel like she can get over on them. And this is exactly what I said in previous video, exactly what other folk done said in previous videos. These chicks will get with you to control you if you have a dad bod. And when I say dad bod isn't just about your physique. It's the lifestyle, okay? Because if you have a dad bod, best believe a lot of other attributes carry on with it. Not with everybody, but with a lot, right? Because some guys might have a dad bod and they're transitioning into a fit bod, okay? They got a dad bod and they're transitioning into a zaddy bod, okay? They finna have girls calling them dad bod, and then when they get fit, them same girls is gonna call them zaddy, okay? They're gonna be like, damn, you got a zaddy bod now, feel me? So no judgment on anybody. But if a guy has a dad bod, this usually entails him being thirsty because he'll latch on to the first thing that pays him any mind, right? He doesn't have any kind of self-discipline. He doesn't have any kind of self-respect because, guys, what you are throwing, we have this whole body positivity myth, and I'm gonna make another video about that, right? We have this whole culture of you can look like whatever you want and people shouldn't judge you. I hate to break this to you. I hate to be the bearer of terrible, horrible news, but if you present yourself in a way that you don't care about yourself and don't respect yourself, do not be surprised if people reciprocate that, right? You get in what you put out, okay? Basic fucking physics, okay? I'm not a physician, but I think Einstein would agree with what I just said if Einstein was to talk about manosphere type of stuff, all right? I think Einstein would be like, yeah, you put out, you get in what you put out, okay? If you look sloppy, you're gonna get sloppy treatment. It is what it is. You can get pissed off, you can get mad. Hey, look, when I was sloppy, I was getting sloppy treatment, okay? I noticed I wasn't getting the respect that I wanted, but guess what? Nothing is handed to you, okay? Especially if you're a man. Now, ladies, they get lied to, okay? And I hate to put it to y'all like this, ladies, A lot of people will baby y'all and tell you, oh, you look fine, sister, you look good. And then you wonder why guys don't want to commit to you, right? They only want to smash and dash, okay? Because unfortunately, this is terrible. I'm not gonna lie, this is terrible on our end. But a lot of guys will be intimate with bigger gals, but that's because they haven't had none in a minute, right? Like dudes, when we don't get none in a minute, we'll take anything. And this is terrible on our end, but hey, none of us is perfect, okay? So fellas, if you put out that message to the world, if you put out that message to females that you don't take care of yourself, that you don't respect your temple, right? That you don't respect your appearance, no one is going to respect you. Everyone is going to agree with you. They're going to be like, okay, hey, look, I noticed that you're sloppy, you're out of shape, so I'm not going to respect you. And people generally are nice, but you're going to notice you're not going to get the respect that the best that you can, right? And that includes attraction. If you are out of shape, sloppy, the amount of attraction that you are going to get is not as good as it could be. You are hindering yourself. You're holding yourself back. This is exactly what Kevin Gates was talking about. A lot of chicks, I said this in another video, right? I said this when and unfortunately that video, it got ad revenue restricted because it was offensive, okay? Hopefully this one doesn't get ad restricted, but the chick on that one, the title of the video was Why Women Get With Unattractive Men. And I said in there, I specifically said, a lot of chicks will look at guys that look sloppy, that look like they don't take care of themselves, that look like they pedestalize other people because they don't care about themselves. They will target these guys and they will use them. They will use and abuse them, okay? Because they don't really care about the guy. They just care about what he got. And he's willing to shell it out because, fellas, the thing with guys with dad bods, and I'm sorry to break this to you, but they will endure copious amounts of disrespect from young ladies. One, because they know ain't no other chick checking for them like that, okay? And two, they don't respect themselves. So that they think they deserve that treatment. When you start getting yourself in shape, that's exactly what Kevin Gates started doing. When you get yourself in shape, you start having more respect for yourself. You start being more disciplined, okay? That's another thing that a dad bod is telling the world, that you are an undisciplined man, and that is unattractive. You will have more discipline. You will start cutting out a lot of stuff very quickly. You will cut out friends that are disrespectful. You will cut out females that are disrespectful. You'll cut out a lot of shit that you used to do, like alcohol and drugs and stuff like that, and junk food. You will cut a lot of that. You will cut it down to a bare minimum. Well, you shouldn't be doing drugs, period. You should be doing zero amount of drugs, right? But drinking, eating junk food, you will cut that out in half or 2/3 of that, right? Not half. You got to cut out 2/3 of that stuff. So that kind of carries over into your relationship, right? If you are disciplined with your body, if you are disciplined with your health, that's going to carry over to your mental health. That's going to carry over to who you're going to let in your life, right? Because guys who are disciplined, let me tell you guys something else. This is going to shock a lot of y'all. Yes, I tell you guys to get in the best shape of your life. Okay, I be telling y'all this all the time. Believe it or not, I'm gonna tell y'all this right now. Sometimes you will find that it is slightly harder to get in relationships because you are disciplined. Now you're gonna get a lot of, this is another thing too. Guys that are fit, my guys that are fit, you can attest to this. You guys will have more short-term encounters, AKA flings, one-nighters, friends with benefit type of deals. You'll have way more than that than relationships. A small reason, I'm talking about fit fellas, right? I'm talking about guys that take care of themselves. One of the reasons is because the chicks see that you don't tolerate a lot of stuff. And unfortunately, not all the time, because there are some successful relationships, right? There are some successful relationships out there. I'm not talking about all, okay? But there are a lot of young ladies that get boyfriends not for love purposes, but they get these guys as doormats. Okay, they get these guys as like a rug, a doormat. So I would say out of 10, I'm gonna give y'all a ratio. Out of 10 relationships, right? Eight of those, I'm tripping. I can't count. Floyd Mayweather in this bitch. I can't read either. Eight of those relationships, a chick will be in a committed relationship with that guy, not for attraction purposes, but for resource purposes. Resource purposes. And I know what someone's gonna say, oh, they make their own resource. It doesn't matter. If she can use someone else's resources, she's gonna do it. For resource or sometimes, fellas, chicks will get in relationships just so they won't be lonely, right? Just so they could say they got somebody. Just so they could say, hey, look, I got a boyfriend, somebody wants me, right? So 8 out of 10 relationships are gonna be those type of relationships where the chick gets with a guy that most likely fits the dad bod description, right? And like I said, dad bod isn't just the physique, it's a whole lifestyle. It's a whole undisciplined, sloppy, thirsty, desperate, low vibrational lifestyle, right? So 8 out of 10 of those relationships, a chick is going to choose a dad bod, thirsty guy, okay? And 2 of those relationships are actually gonna be the chick is actually attracted to her husband, right? And you will find this a lot of relationships, a lot of marriages are intimateless, right? There's no the intimacy done damn dried up in that shit. Like the chick will barely want to turn over and give him a kiss, right? And that just goes to show you that most men have this dad bod mentality, dad bod mind frame. You feel me? This dad bod lifestyle. Okay? And you don't want that. You don't want to be controlled. You want to be disciplined. Are you gonna lose out on some chicks being in a relationship with you? Yeah, you is. But you don't want those type of chicks. And yeah, like I said, they will have fun with you. Fellas, I'm telling y'all this right now. I'm telling you from personal experience. They will have fun with you. Meaning they will find you attractive as hell. They'll look at your body and get turned on. And then when they see that you're disciplined, when you see that you're not drooling all over them, right? They'll start to kind of fade off a little bit because they want a boyfriend. And when they want a boyfriend, they want a guy to be all up under them, aka a dad bod type of guy. Okay? And this is, I'm telling y'all this, right? Chicks want a guy that they can, and a lot of times, chicks want a guy that they can control in a relationship. Nowadays, in this new society that we live in, this whole F-inist society that we live in, a lot of chicks feel like they should be the one to wear the pants in the relationship. And by you maintaining yourself, by you respecting yourself, by you not being thirsty, by you not drooling all over her like she's the best thing since sliced bread, you feel me? You are going to be respected by her. She has no choice but to respect you. Okay? So anyway, I hope this video helped y'all, man. That's the whole thing with dad bods. Let me know what y'all thought in the comments. Peace.